Welcome to Really Important Thinking with Dr. Chris Chismore, hosted by Tom and Griffin.
We are your hosts, Tom and Griffin.
Unfortunately, our illustrious friend, Dr. Chris Chismore, is away on his important research and unable to host the podcast this week.
But fear not, dear listener, because he has left us in charge, and we are going to try to do a really good job of a podcast.
This week, Dr. Chismore has asked us to talk about
mountains. Welcome back, citizen soldiers, from our almost month-long break. I hope everyone is feeling very rested and ready to get back into the war of really important thinking.
Into the war of information.
Yes.
Information is bullets and you are the soldiers.
Every week is a war here. Every week is a battle. It's one battle after another with Paul Thomas Anderson, but with high, really important thoughts instead of, you know, the layman's artillery bullets.
Sure.
Knives.
The layman's artillery, which is bullets and knives.
We have risen above. We have risen above the need for physical violence.
Oh, okay,
the
that's
pen
good.
is mightier than the sword in our world.
Yeah, that's actually good news because I'm kind of spoiling for a fist fight all of the time.
Well, we have to apologize for such a long break, but also we can't really apologize because there were some factors outside our control.
Right.
Griffin, I think, is feeling rested. Griffin, do you want to tell everyone what you're up to on the break?
Well, the factor that was outside of my control is that it became hunting season.
Yeah.
And I have to admit it to you, Libs. I go deer hunting. I killed some deer in Southwest Georgia. And yeah, it was fun, but also a little bit exhausting. It's tiring to sit in a tree for 3 hours plus at a time, hoping the big one walks by. But I did that, and I was in Tennessee, and I had Thanksgiving with my family, and it was so nice.
That's awesome. I had Thanksgiving, and it was very nice, and I had a good break up until last Sunday and into last Monday when someone from my family died. So I'm not feeling very well rested. It's been kind of a crazy week, but I guess the doctors must have been listening to our podcast and decided they got to get one.
They sent an operative.
These
kooks, these quacks, they're using violence against people like us. They're taking out our loved ones one by one.
They heard, you know, all of our thoughts and our optimizations, and they said we got to take a loved one from these men.
They said blood for blood.
Yeah, blood for blood. But morbid jokes aside, it wasn't a good week, but I'm happy to be back in the war because the war of really important thinking is where I feel the most at home.
The more we use war language and language of violence, the podcast just continues slipping into this, I'd say, perfect place. It makes me feel at home.
But the good news is that apart from someone passing away in my family, I did interact with the most citizen soldiers over the past 2 weeks over Thanksgiving break. I think two of our most loyal citizen soldiers who are close personal friends of mine and Jordan's just happened to swing by in town, and they came into my house and they were asking me where the Randleman Skycam was, and I had to explain to them that we record at your house.
Oh, wait, this is real?
This is real, yeah.
Who was this?
It's our friends Jamie and Kane.
Wow.
Like the wrestler. The wrestler Kane?
I was thinking, when I think of Kane, I think of Abel.
Oh, Kane and Abel, yeah. Well, I think he spells it like the wrestler, Kane.
I don't know, man. I've never met this person.
No.
That's awesome that they were looking for the Skycam, and it's back with us here this week. I don't know if it was there last time we recorded, but
I don't think it was.
You know, it's hit or miss. It's intermittent. It's intermittent functionality and intermittent sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, the curious thing about this is they asked where the Randleman Skycam was, and then I said, "Oh, it's actually at Griffin's house." And they go, "Wait, it's real?" And I said, "Yeah, you guys didn't." And they're like, "Oh, we only listen on Spotify." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you guys should watch it on YouTube because it is absolutely a real." Just as real as Randleman's.
You should watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's just
the Skycam is as real as Randleman's.
That's right.
And their portfolio of sauces.
Man, I'm realizing we've missed out on a massive, absolutely huge merchandising chance to make Randleman's, white label some sauce and throw Randleman's on there and sell it for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Can I announce our new sponsor?
Yeah, we do have a new sponsor.
Well, and now that I'm saying that, well, I'll figure it out. You know how there's edibles and vapes for weed. Wait, hold on. I fucked this up so hard already. You know how they have vapes for weed?
Yeah, I know how they have vapes for weed.
And it makes it nice for those guys. And they also have vapes for cigarettes.
Yeah, they have vapes for cigarettes, and they also have edibles for weed, too.
And they have edibles for weed as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, Tom, what they don't have yet is edibles for cigarettes. That's right. Introducing Tapanyaki's edible nicotine cigarettes. You get 50 milligrams of nicotine delivered straight to you through a gummy. Through Tapanaki cigarette edibles.
Thank you, Tapanyaki's cigarette edibles. Yeah, who the fuck needs a Zen? Who wants to suck on a Zen where you can put the nicotine straight in your estomago?
And that's what it says on the packages. From Tapanaki Dynamics, we introduced the Tapanaki edible cigarette. Who needs to suck on a Zen? You can put what is it? You can put it right in your estomago.
Yeah, right in your estomago.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
It's further clarified: is estomago stomach in Spanish? I don't know. My family is from Japan. Yeah. And that's Tapanaki.
And that's Tapanaki.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Somehow that felt like I was writing a term paper. I don't know, the past 5 minutes have felt like work.
Well, that's been most of the business. So I met those two citizen soldiers. I met another citizen soldier out in the real world the night before Thanksgiving who said some very kind things about the podcast, which we need them. As we really
now
need
more
them.
than ever.
We need them now more than ever.
The war is heating up.
And we also had a citizen soldier. I'll name him because I know he's listening. General Grant Tandy messaged us that he was in the top 1% of listeners.
Yeah, he's
really
up there.
Important thinkers.
He's up there. He asked me how many discrete listeners we have, and I had said I don't know.
I think I responded. I think we have like a 100.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Anyway, it was I'll call it out. It was great. It had his top podcast was Nietzsche podcast, really important thinking, and then Zen mindset. And I said, within the context of all of this is very funny.
We're the only podcast he's listening to. None of that's a podcast.
Yeah.
Nietzsche podcast. What are they? They're talking about new Nietzsche news.
Yeah, man, that's the dream right there. We should have just started a channel where we just like read Nietzsche, and then people are like, yeah,
that is a fucked up dream.
that is like most YouTube channels are just people like summarizing other shit that's happened.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I digress. Thank you to all of our really important thinkers out there. If we made your Spotify Wrapped, awesome.
And if you're a new listener to the podcast, first off, Random and Skycam is a camera we have that's floating high above the floor here at Detweiler Sound where we record. And also, you might have clicked on this hoping to listen to acclaimed author, physicist, riverboat tycoon, and scientist Dr. Chris Chismore, but he is unfortunately not here this week.
Yeah, do you know you were corresponding with him?
I was.
I kind of stopped checking my email because of all the bad stuff.
Yeah. I was getting a lot of bad emails, but I got one good update. Always good to get a nice update from him. Dr. Chismore is. He is on, I believe, Copper Mountain currently. He is on the ski lift specifically. Over a series of blue runs. I'm not sure which lift it is on Copper, but he is investigating how come some of the guys who go up those like to keep the bar up instead of having the bar down in front of them.
Oh.
What are they hoping to gain there? Nobody really knows, and he's going to be the guy, I think, to crack it and figure out just what is it they're trying to prove.
Yeah, the psychology of guys who don't put the bar down.
And I'll say gals, too.
Gals. There are people who do that?
Oh, yeah. They just refuse to put it down.
What?
They don't just innately put it down. Yeah. There's like, it takes off, and if you're with like a couple of real ski heads, some people are like, they kind of need to project that they know about how skiing is more than other people maybe. They won't put the bar down. And then when you say, I'm going to put the bar down, they're like, oh, yeah, sure. But like, they don't just do it.
So you can somehow get on a lift with a stranger.
You've never been skiing before?
I've really never been skiing.
That's okay. Yeah. It's in the public, something I know you're getting used to.
Yeah.
And other people are there, and you take the big ride to the top.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sometimes there's like 8 abreast. Those ones would be crazy. But like sometimes it's like you and 2 other people.
Yeah.
On the chair. I've had this happen the few times I've gone skiing, and you're there with 2 other people, and they are ski bros and they're having a conversation and they just don't put it down, and your feet are just dangling there, and you look down and it's like 60 feet, and before you would touch anything if you fell. And so how come they're like that is what Chris wants to know. Dr. Chris wants to know.
I would also like to know that. It's crazy to me that there are people who just are not afraid of heights.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's also, the more I think about that, it's like there is nothing to gain from doing that.
No.
There is everything to lose, falling to your death, looking like, or at the very least looking like a complete and utter jackass when you fall.
Mm-hmm.
And everything to win by just putting the bar down. It also gives you a place to rest your skis. This is getting too niche for the skiing listeners, but it's ski season's coming up, so this is why he's prepping the experiments.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of already here. And part of the reason,
you don't know anything about what you're talking about.
I kind of, I think part of the reason why he's there is because why he assigned us this topic this week. We're optimizing mountains.
That's right. And also, you might be right. It might already be ski season. I have no clue.
I think it already is ski season.
If there's snow on the ground, I'm skiing, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always assumed, was that if there's snow on the ground, people are trying to ski.
Yeah.
But this week we're optimizing mountains, which, I think you brought up a ski lift. In many ways, mountains are almost fully optimized in some respects.
I was thinking
from a business standpoint.
Yes, I was thinking about that today, and I have a few ideas of maybe how to further optimize them and a few different directions I think it could go. But they're already, I would say, mountains are doing quite well.
Yeah,
they're, I would say, the number one landform. They're the best one, and they're the easiest to recognize.
What do you think is this
I'm saying
number one landform to plains?
Mesas, buttes.
There are a lot of buttes.
Caves. Ooh, caves are, I'd say, way low.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on how you swing. Caves are the horror movie to mountains. Star Wars. that hurt to put together. I had to think that before I even said it out loud.
Yeah,
that's kind of how incredible my mind is.
Yeah. AI will never give you that.
AI will just never be fully stupid in a way that I can be.
Yeah. I agree. I think mountains are kind of Earth's number one landform right now. They're kind of like, I think ski lifts are kind of the original optimization of a mountain.
Yes, yes.
And kind of like the mindset we're taking is probably what the guy who invented a ski lift was thinking. He was like, these things are cool, but the thing that sucks about them is having to go up.
You got to get up them. It sucks to get up them.
And the fact
it can.
Yeah, it can suck. And the fact that they built these things were like, well, yeah, we can let's just make a little conveyor belt that takes people up and down the mountain is pretty cool.
They built these things. The things being built were the conveyor belt, aka the ski
lift. Yeah.
For a second, I thought you thought mountains were built.
No. Well, mountains are built by plate tectonics.
There we go. Nice. We can just kind of start getting into them. One of mine was, I think we need some new mountains.
Okay.
We know the ones. They're famous. Everest is over. Everest is cringe. Everest is done.
Yeah, Everest I think is pretty much optimized.
I would
in
say,
a lot of ways. It's almost too optimized.
Everest maybe needs it needs a hard reset.
Yeah. We need to turn Everest off and turn it back on again.
Yes, absolutely.
But we need to leave it off for like 3 days. That's the hard reset.
I would say we need to leave it off for like 3 years. Yeah. The Nepalese government and whoever else is going up there, they're trying to clean off all the dead guys and the canisters that they were breathing in this. Yeah, let them clean it off and let it just heal for a second. Mm-hmm. Kilimanjaro, boring. K2, don't even know where that one is, but heard about it a lot.
Also in the Himalayas. I think it's in Pakistan. India, Pakistan. Close to there.
Mr. Geography.
Doesn't even have a name.
I think we need to build
K2.
We need to build a couple new mountains.
Okay. What are your...
Get them seeded.
Okay. I agree. What are you thinking for a new mountain?
Like what kind of shape am I thinking?
Yeah, like what kind of shape are you thinking for this?
Do you see all kinds of incredible mountains in science fiction, in like 70s science fiction illustrations? Where they're like really crazy peaks, or like in The Grinch. I'm getting really excited about this. In the Grinch, I'm going to have a hard time describing it exactly, but they kind of curve over at the top.
Oh, yeah.
There's little bits of land, and like that, there's land sticking off from mountains here and there, little jutting out. But like they like do this crazy sci-fi, like in a way that mountains probably couldn't ever actually grow. And I think we got to get a couple of those out there.
Yeah, I think having some Grinch mountains would kind of really inspire people to get out and maybe pull people away from the big dogs like Everest.
And I think it would further our science fiction. It would further our fantasy art because what it exists in the real world, it becomes a little bit more plain.
Yeah.
It's exciting for, maybe a couple decades.
Yeah.
Maybe it stays exciting. But now that exists, now we got to come up with a new type of thing. We start coming up with new sci-fi illustrations. Can you only imagine what that might be like?
I think the Matterhorn is probably the closest to like a Dr. Seuss, a Grinch mountain.
Matterhorn. Let me look at this. Let me look at this.
You don't know. You can't envision the Matterhorn.
I forgot about the Matterhorn, man. I forgot.
Oh,
it's one of the best named ones. I'll say that. Wait, is the Matterhorn? It's like Paramount Pictures uses the Matterhorn. That's a different mountain?
No. They use. I forget what mountain they use.
Sorry, film assholes. I got it wrong.
I think a lot of our citizen soldiers can just recall the Matterhorn from memory.
Right, and this is failing on my part, and I'll be the first to admit it. A pyramidal peak. Yeah, that's a 3-sided. Whoo, that's nice looking.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
There's some places in Patagonia and the Torres del Paine. I don't know. I don't speak Chilean Spanish.
I don't cheat Spalayan.
I don't cheek Spalayan. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. There's something in there. I don't cheek Spalayan is like, wait. What do they call? Oh, spelunking is when you cave. I thought maybe there was like a bumper sticker for the spelunking guys about having sex in a cave and somewhere in your joke, but
no,
or your mess up. But utterly wrong about that.
There's some peaks in that range or in that area that are kind of like Grinch mountains.
Cool.
But I don't think there's anything like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's more of a hill, less of a mountain, more of a hill where he walks out and it unfurls like a little fern.
Oh yes, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, but if we got some more of those out there, that would be a good way to pull people away from the big dangerous mountains and get them to the fun whimsical ones.
Get them excited about mountains again. Do you have a good handle on the difference between mountains and hills? When does a hill become a mountain? Or would you like me to do some quick research about that?
I think a hill becomes a mountain when I can tell you when a mountain becomes a hill when it gets too round. When it gets round and short, I think it becomes more of a hill.
Yeah, but there's some height. There's like at some point, maybe it's a little bit like it's a spectrum.
I think if you get over I think the minimum in my mind, something that's like under 5,000 feet is more of a hill.
Okay.
More of a glorified hill.
Man, this is peak podcast right here. Two guys talking about what might be a hill and what might be a mountain.
Well, just two guys who, have a pretty good idea of what science is. And I think from a scientific perspective, scientifically speaking, I think 5,000 feet is kind of mile high. I think under 5,000, like if I'm climbing something that's 4,000 feet, I'm telling people I walked up a small mountain.
Oh, small mountain.
But I think 4,000 or under is just like, it's kind of a big hill.
I think if you're getting over 1,000, that's
1,000?
1,000 maybe the big hill.
No,
come on, man. If it looks like a mountain.
I sometimes on my run I'll log 1,000 feet of elevation, and it's not that big. It's more
right.
That's a hill.
Right. 1,000's a hill. I don't know why I said that. 1,000's a hill.
Feet's a hill.
I'm thinking about just. I'm regretting I said that. You're right.
I like that optimization, though. I think if we get some more whimsical looking mountains, a lot of mountains,
or just interesting looking.
Yeah, well, there are some cool peaks in the Sierras we've seen.
Sure, you and I've
seen. We hiked up to one of them.
I've never gone to Mount Whitney. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, Mount Whitney is a pretty cool looking mountain.
Seems kind of scary to do.
No, it is. It's a tough hike. You can do it, but it takes a long time, and it requires some crampons, some technicality.
Oh, okay. Actually, because what I was about to say was when people talk about, I climbed a mountain, I'm a mountain climber, mm-hmm. Mostly what they're talking about is I hiked.
Yeah.
You walked.
Yeah.
They make it sound, they get new sort of descriptions to make it sound like they did something really cool, but you just took a hike.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of mountains that require legitimate technical climbing, you know, like Everest being one of them. But I think Everest is
I think they'll carry you
is
up
a lot
Everest.
fatter. You know,
Yeah.
Everest is very fat. There's another, the only mountain I know outside of Earth, Olympus Mons.
Wow.
It's a volcano on Mars.
That's
I think
right.
it's an old volcano. It's like the biggest mountain in the solar system, and it's pure fat. It's like a pure.
It's just big and wide.
Yeah, it's
you
just
wouldn't
big and
you wouldn't
wide.
even notice you're on the mountain.
Yeah, it's like to get to if you're at the base of it, I think you don't even know. Like, it's just so wide.
You're like, I'm standing in a field.
Yeah, if you Google comparison, if you're like Olympus Mons
Well, I'm
compared to
gonna do
Everest,
that.
you're like, damn, this is like a fatty. Like Everest is kind of like, you know, big wide mountain of Earth, but then Olympus Mons is pretty wild.
Let's see. I got to see a picture of this.
It's like a giant
And for the
boil.
listener, well, and I'm not going to put this up on the screen because that requires too much effort. Oh yeah, this is like saying the Tennessee Plateau is a mountain. This is it's just high land. This isn't a mountain.
Yeah, but it's incredibly high land.
Yeah, it's
when you get up
incredibly
there.
high. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, you know, I think
21,000
what everyone
meters.
loves about mountains, you know, the coolest mountains are the ones that are really craggy.
Yep.
Except the like Appalachian mountains. People like those just because they're pretty. They don't have that many crags though.
They're just
kinda
real
more,
pretty.
Yeah, worn down.
Sort of
old.
foresty.
Yeah, foresty. Here's one of my optimizations.
Let's hear it, man.
My first optimization for mountains, we got to make the air thicker.
Quite thin air up there.
Yeah.
They have
I feel
air
like I'm-
dehumidifying and air humidifying.
Mm-hmm.
You're considering the air thickener.
It's too dry and too thin up there.
How
we
might
got to
we do
make
this?
it thick and wet.
Yeah. Kind
I
of
don't know.
rainforesty feeling.
I don't know, but if you're looking for $1 million business idea, make the mountain air thicker.
Because then people have a better time walking around up there.
Yeah, because then it's easier
think
for
Easy
people to get
solution.
up there.
I think you go to Costco, buy them out of humidifiers, plug them suckers in. You're good.
Well, there's not much up there. You can't plug them into much.
They have batteries these days. You can take right up there.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to get some mules, get them up there.
Oh, I'd love to
humidify
get
that air,
some mules involved.
and get up there and make that air thick.
Get it good and
wet.
thick. And then invite the people up for the expedition. Like, guys, I got it prepared for you. And then they come up and they're like, I don't even notice anything because the air is so thick and good like it is down below.
Yeah, exactly. You become the most popular Sherpa because you're like, oh, well, the way we do it in our company is we go up first and make the air thicker.
We're just taking that air right up.
And then we bring all the rich guys up.
Yeah. I like that. I was thinking, I have two. I'm of a split mind.
Okay.
Mountains, the most popular, incredible landform. Quite a lot of people going to them. Part of the cranky old man in me says, I want less people on them. Get people off Everest, clear out the national parks, let in 4 people a year. Maybe not that, but like, I don't like to see, I don't like to see all the people doing it. Just, you start feeling like you're moving in a herd when you're trying to, observe nature's beauty. You're going to Yosemite and you're just like, I'm down here with a bunch of cattle shoving food in their face and barking at each other. You know how cows bark. But then it's fun to think about how to get more people interested in mountains, get them out there. So here's 2 ideas for that. 1, every mountain should have a DJ assigned to it.
Okay.
There's a guy up there and he's kind of setting the mood for the mountain.
Okay. So you're thinking have a guy up there that's living kind of like instead of a ranger station where a ranger lives for the season.
The fire watchtowers and stuff like that. No one does that anymore. It's all satellite.
No, yeah.
And you can hike to those places, but there's nothing there. It's a locked up, boarded up place. Imagine if there was a guy named Alex.
Yeah.
Up there.
Imagine if Zed's Not Dead is up there waiting for you.
Imagine you're at the bottom of a hill and faintly in the distance you hear the sounds of Clarity playing. Clarity by Zed.
Yeah, all I can think of with DJs these days. There's that trend of there's like something is dead. Joe Russo's almost dead. There's like a lot of names about people being various degrees of dead. So when I think of there's like a lot of names.
There's Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
That's a fully dead mouse.
Yeah.
I didn't know there's other people. Is Zed's Not Dead? Is that the Zed I was referencing?
There's Zed's, and then there's Zed's Not Dead, and then there's like Joe Russo's Almost Dead, or something like that.
I've never heard of this.
There are a bunch of DJs that, and people are into it, and I don't understand it.
That is, I don't know. That's very strange.
But you're saying to put a DJ, one of those guys at the top, who's just playing music for...
I think at the top, or like, somewhere around it. It doesn't need to be DJs up and down. This comes out of one time I was driving through Malibu, and I saw at sunset, there was a guy who'd pulled over to the side of the road, not pulled over, they'd intentionally gone there and set up a DJ booth operated off of, a battery. And they were just blasting tunes and vibing out to the sunset. And it was kind of fun. So I think, we can get that on mountains. They're kind of setting the tone for mountains. I think this is already kind of a thing in Scandinavia. I think this is like not an uncommon occurrence for like you hike to a place and then there's like a little, they have a coffee shop at the top of the mountain. And then there's like a fucking DJ set happening. People are vibing out in Norway. I don't know.
I think they do that in Yosemite. I think
Really?
they have little like, get-togethers where there's like someone brings a sound system and people like, do mushrooms and vibe out and in nature, and people get really psyched about them. Then they come by and sterilize everybody. Because they say, hey, if you're the type of person who likes to go to this thing, you shouldn't be procreating.
We gotta slow this down.
You're kind of ruining nature. Yeah.
They yell out, caught him, and then they zap them all.
Yeah.
And they give them a snip. Remember that time we found that secret water slide in Yosemite?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't remember how we even came across. Like, I think I saw I was gonna say an ad for it. I think I saw a billboard for it. Secret water slide. No, it was like a goofy little like local news article that like came through Google News, and like they did a good job of like not really telling you where it was, but then
SF Gate.
It was an SF Gate.
Yeah.
But then I think we somehow pieced it together.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was
really
incredible.
Fun.
And also, it wasn't that secret. There were other people there. There were people.
Yeah, it was like a handful of other people there.
It was really cool.
That was a great time.
That's all we're going to tell you about it. I don't remember where it is exactly. I could probably find it again in Yosemite, but look it up.
It was up in the mountains. Like those were actual mountains. I was going to say
over
Malibu,
granite, like giant granite cliffs and shit.
Yeah, I think everything in Yosemite, in my opinion, is a mountain.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saying that.
But here's my take on one of my takes on mountains, though, is that I don't think being at the top of a mountain is that cool anymore.
What?
Like, hear me out. You're saying there's too many people at the top of the mountains.
They're all over the mountains. It's not that they're at the top; that they're all over.
They're all over the mountains.
Too many fuckers.
But everyone wants to go to Everest because it's the highest peak.
Sure.
People want to see the view. People want to see the view from the top.
Right.
But in my opinion, the view of a mountain is way better from the bottom.
That's
where you see the beauty of the mountain. From the top of the mountain, you're just seeing all, some other mountains and all this stuff below.
I'll be honest, you're seeing what you can see from a plane as it takes off.
Yeah, exactly.
What about, I think I got you beat, middle of the mountain.
Middle of the mountain is my prime.
You're in the thick of it.
You've hiked up enough to be like, okay, I've done some work, but you're not at the very top when you're like, oh, there aren't very many trees here, and it's just kind of really rocky.
The show's not over.
Yeah, and I can look out and I can see, I can see where I drove in from, and I can see some little cars, or like I can see really far, but it's all really flat.
Yeah.
So like, I think if we start pushing that point of view and start shaming people who go to the top of mountains, say, oh my God, you wasted all that time to see something that you could have seen from the middle of the mountain. How embarrassing.
How embarrassing, you fool.
How embarrassing is that? You are a fool.
And you're a moron too.
Yeah. Where did you get educated? You spent money to get an education, and you hiked all the way to the top of the mountain when you could have seen everything from the middle of the mountain.
Right. You're optimizing your time at that point.
Yes.
It's economical.
Yeah.
Because you got to get back down that mountain, get back to work.
Yeah. You can't do much from the top of a mountain.
Okay.
Famously bad cell service at the top of a mountain.
This certainly is a take.
I honestly, I legitimately enjoy the middle of the mountain more than I do the top of the mountain.
I enjoy walking along and there's something above me and something below me, and it feels very dramatic in both directions, all directions.
When you do get up too high on a mountain, stuff stops living, and then it's really rocky and just snow.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be really pretty, but sometimes you're like, damn, this is cool, but I'm tired. My head hurts. And I kind of liked the part of the mountain where there were lots of flowers and lakes and streams.
Yeah. Finding a mountain lake. Ooh, something about that is nice.
And this leads perfectly.
Fuck.
Into my next optimization.
Oh, fuck. I fell into his trap. Shit.
You fell into my Alpine Lake optimization.
Oh, my God. A classic blunder.
I think Alpine Lakes are about as close as they're a great mountain optimization. I think they're near perfect. My problem with Alpine Lakes, not enough fish in them. And the fish that are up there are pretty small.
They stock them sometimes.
Yeah, they stock them sometimes, but we need some bigger shit in Alpine Lakes.
They need to go up there, kill all the fish, start over.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we need to kill all the fish, but we need some bigger apex predators up there in Alpine Lakes.
You're thinking maybe
I'm
shark.
thinking
You're thinking mountain shark.
Yeah, I'm thinking a mountain shark. I'm thinking maybe some lampreys.
Suck the blood out
of it. I don't know. Mountain trout are so beautiful and small, but they're so tiny. And so I'm like, well, if I'm up here, how am I supposed to eat?
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do? I think we need some bigger stuff in there, some more exciting stuff in Alpine Lakes, because they're beautiful. But once you're in them, you kind of look around and you're like, all right, it's just straight water all the way down.
And I'm going to try to catch fish here, and they're all tiny.
Yeah, I think we need mountain shark, mountain coral.
I think we need big mountain bird.
Big mountain bird.
Big mountain bird. I don't know what kind of mountain birds we got right now. I mean, there's eagles, egrets, hawks. I don't know if they're doing their work, though. I think we need somebody a little bit bigger to step in.
We need a thunderbird.
I think we might need a thunder, but we need a zaputo.
That's a Pokemon.
No, wait.
Zaputo? Zapdos? What's Zapruder? Zapruder film?
Zapruder.
That's what I'm thinking. Zaputo. What is Zaputo?
I don't think that is anything. I think I was thinking of... I think his name is Nick Zamuto, who was one half of the band, the experimental band, The Books. I was thinking of Zamuto.
Yeah, I was thinking of Zapruder, which is the Zapruder film is Bigfoot, right?
No, what?
It's
JFK.
Yeah, Zapruder film is JFK.
But it's something about it different than the other ones. You can see some other extra stuff.
I forget what the Bigfoot one is called.
I don't know if there's a name. Maybe there's certainly a name.
Homlin Gimlin film. I don't know.
I think it's a Homlin Gimlin. I'm going to go with that because that one's incredible. If that's not already a film, we need to make the Homlin Gimlin film. You need to forget whatever it is you're working on, all your movie ideas or whatever. I need to quit doing whatever I'm short films and such. We need to start working on the Homlin Gimlin film.
Yeah.
Imagine you start seeing ads. You're scrolling around and you see a trailer for something called the Homlin Gimlin film. Gimlin film. The Homlin Gimlin film.
Yeah, it's something like that.
No movie's being called that. They have a title like The Odyssey or One Battle After Another. It's never Homlin Gimlin film.
Yeah, it could be pretty interesting.
I think so.
Lure the film guys in. But yeah, I do think if we stocked the Alpine Lakes with bigger creatures, it might make mountains a little more exciting.
You know that I just found this out that if somebody's wants to have a good fishing pond, there's guys you can pay, and it's like $600 or something, and they'll come by and they'll shock the pond and stun all the fish, and then they'll go around and take out all the ones that you don't want breeding anymore. Or sometimes they'll just poison the pond.
Whoa.
Kill everything in there, and then put in new fish and start over.
Interesting.
To create a fishing. I don't know why that's so surprising to me. I guess I thought there's nothing sacred. I thought every pond was pretty much natural. It was just if you grow them right, if you throw in food for them, which is part of it. But no, you can pay a guy not that much money to come just knock out all the fish. So they could do that.
Damn, and I could swing that. These days?
I know, Tom.
I know. Spend $600 on much.
I know a little bit about your finances. I know you're at least $600 liquid.
I could swim. I could swing.
You could swim it too.
I could swim it. I could swing $600 for fish eugenic shot.
Fish eugenics.
Yeah.
They have the dog show after Thanksgiving, but what about the fish eugenics show after Christmas?
Just called the fish eugenics show. These are the fish we bred. These are the fish. These are the fish that we're defiling.
It's funded and supported by the Westminster Dog Show and the American Kennel Club, but it is the fish eugenics show.
Oh man! Now those, if you want some weird guys, if you have ever wanted to meet a weird guy, walk into aquarium shop.
Yeah.
Find the guy who I had a college friend who loved to breed clownfish. He was my number one collaborator in broadcast journalism school, and we called ourselves Kings of the D Block.
Nice.
Because the D Block was the last slot where they'd be like, "Hey, they found a new type of dinosaur," or whatever, or they found some it's just reserved for just fluff stories.
Oh, it's not like late night.
No. It's like fluff stories.
Gotcha.
And so we call ourselves Kings of the D Block because all we wanted to do was hey, they found a new type of dinosaur this week.
That's awesome.
And he loved to breed clownfish.
I guess if you had shown me all the blocks and described them, I probably could have guessed that that's the one you were in.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And he did breed clownfish?
Yeah, he did breed clownfish.
Does he still to this day?
I think he does. I wouldn't be surprised.
Are they worth anything?
Oh, yeah, they're worth money.
Side hustle? Should I get a side hustle going? I got room for an aquarium right back there.
Absolutely.
Woo! Damn. I don't know how we get the simple listener involved, but I'd love if we had a clownfish operation happening in the background of the podcast.
I am legitimately surprised that there has not been a podcast guy clip with someone being breed clownfish, sell clownfish.
That can be us.
I saw someone do one about shrimp farming where they were you can farm shrimp.
But here's the thing. Then you're competing with the Chinese.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Do not want to do.
I'm going to look right at the random in Skycam. I'm going to walk straight up. Sorry, YouTube viewers. I'll say it directly to the random in Skycam here. Never compete with the Chinese, especially when it comes to shrimping. Now I'm walking back.
Thank you. That's good. That's good advice.
That's a prime maxim.
They're going to beat you at every turn,
especially when we're talking about farming shrimp.
Yeah, but nobody. I don't know who you're competing against with clownfish. You're telling me they're valuable.
They're valuable. Yeah, because you can breed certain
jokes into them.
Yeah.
You can breed one that does the handkerchief thing.
Yeah. You can breed cool patterns. I think certain patterns.
Oh, this is like chameleons, the lizard show we went to.
Yeah, it's similar to that. I'm not going to go too far into it because I don't know anything really about. But you can breed certain types, and patterns of clownfish that will become more and more valuable, similar to koi.
I'm really interested. I don't know anything about koi.
Koi is.
I know they're big looking goldfish.
Yeah. Now, if we stocked some alpine lakes with koi and clownfish.
Holy shit! I would be jumping up the sides of those mountains.
That's what I'm talking
about. This is what people, I assume, is going on in Japan. I assume they have interesting fish in their alpine lakes.
Yeah. If there's anyone who can.
You see the Japanese mountains, pictures of mountains in Japan. Something incredible is happening there.
Yeah. At the top of Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
That's another optimized mountain right there.
I'd say that's maybe the most purely optimized mountain.
I think it is for aesthetics.
They have a DJ that shows up to it every year for Mount Fuji Fest. What's it called? The festival that happens at Mount Fuji? Fuji Fest. It's called Fuji Fest. You're looking at me like you've never heard of Fuji Fest.
No, I've never heard of Fuji Fest.
Am I making this up? Hey, chat, am I making this up? No, it's a music festival.
And it's at Mount Fuji, obviously.
Yes, it's at the base of it.
Interesting.
Yes, Fuji Festival. Christ, Tom.
Damn.
Fuji Rock Festival.
What kind of music is there?
Rock. DJs.
Okay.
Somebody who's slapping the bass.
Primus.
Yeah, probably.
Primus.
I'm going to guess Les Claypool has been there upwards of 20 times.
That's awesome.
It's you seem like I've interrupted your thought.
No, I was just thinking about how aesthetically pleasing Mount Fuji is, and the fact that it's in Japan, which is also a place of just aesthetic mastery. It's what are the chances that one of the most aesthetically pleasing mountains?
It's really perfect. It's juts up above everything else. There's nothing around it. it's kind of the ideal.
That is kind of a great optimization that I didn't write down, but a way to optimize mountains is making sure that there aren't too many other mountains around it.
Smooth out the rest of the cull, the herd of it.
That's why Kilimanjaro is so picturesque too.
Sure.
It juts
right out there.
Olympus Mons is the same way. No other mountains around it.
Yeah, sure.
Whereas like the Himalayas, they're staggering, impressive peaks, but when you're up at the top, you're just kind of looking at the other mountains. So you're like, I hiked all the way up here. Kind of going back to my point of like, why did I hike up to the top of this mountain? I can see all the same mountains I saw from below.
Right.
But when you're at the top of a single mountain, you can see more, and the view is more impressive, you know?
Yeah. I don't really believe what you're saying, but I'll say yeah. I just started thinking about the Alps as you're describing, because the Alps are kind of the opposite of that, as far as I've understood. I would like to go see the Alps. I think that might be a number one destination for me. Go hiking around in the Alps. It looks incredible. It's middle mountain the whole way. It's all.
Yeah, that's true.
There's peaks above you, peaks below you.
Those are the singing mountains.
You can go sing in them.
Yeah, that's the Sound of Music mountains.
Right.
You go in there and
everybody's voice sounds beautiful there.
Yeah, and then they have the Swedish didgeridoos. What are they called?
I think Swedish didgeridoos.
The ones that are in the like Ricola commercials where they're like,
oh yeah,
blaring the big horns,
flugelhorn,
big horns.
I don't think that's right. I think
get the blonde girls with the mountain women.
You can hear how horny he's getting. You don't even have to look. You don't have to look at the video version of this podcast to see. Well,
that's the thing about mountains is they make guys really horny.
Oh, right. Because they remind them of breasts.
Yeah, because they remind them of breasts. Hence the Grand Tetons.
Not Shakira's.
What is that supposed to mean?
Her breasts are small and humble. Not like mountains.
Is that a lyric from her songs?
It's like the only lyric.
Oh, yeah. That's
Jesus.
What is it? Something to the breasts are small and humble.
Not like mountain. Wait, how does it go? That doesn't sound right.
But that is the lyric. It's like something on my breasts so small and
sucking
humble.
on my breasts. Is
it's something about. It's not sucking on my breasts so small and humble. That would be a little erotic even for Shakira.
It's from Whenever, Wherever, and the lyric is lyrics genius. Get out of here. I don't need to hear a 14-year-old break down what this song means. Oh, it's so you don't confuse. We're all lucky that her breasts are small and humble, so we don't confuse them with mountains. That's the lyric.
Oh, crazy!
Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains.
Wild.
That seemed like the most plain fact I could have laid at your feet today.
Dang, I did not know that at all.
Yeah. But they make guys horny because they remind them of tits.
Yeah.
The Grand Tetons is the Grand Titties.
Yeah, it's literally named for breasts.
Was this Spanish? Was this ancient Spanish?
I have no idea.
Teton? Who's
Teton?
I think
it might be French.
Oh.
Teton. I don't know.
That sounds nice. You're saying Titan, I think. There.
It's kind of like a stomago. It's kind of like teppanyaki and its stomago.
Right. It's a mishmash of Japanese and Spanish. Oh, that's a fun. Think about that. Oh, that's a nice aesthetic.
Yeah. Japanish.
Would you say Portugal is what I just described? Then a nice mishmash of Japanese and Spanish
maybe.
equals Portugal.
Well, after watching what was it? Not Samurai. What was it?
Ninja.
The show on FX.
The show
it was like
on
a couple
FX.
of years ago. Everybody was watching.
Oh,
in feudal Japan.
And it has Cosmo Jarvis stars in it.
Feudal Japan, and one of the craziest facts I learned about that is the Portuguese had such a huge presence in Japan.
Yes, I didn't know that until I saw that show. I'm trying to figure out what it's called. I could have sworn it was just called Samurai.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I don't know. I haven't found it yet, Tom. Christ. It's Shogun. Idiots.
We're idiots. Oh well. I think we could stand to take mountains and desexualize them a little bit, defeminize them. You know,
get people more focused on the mountain, on the hiking, on the earth of it.
Yes, exactly.
Not thinking about, man, I'd like to see a woman right now. This
reminds me of walking up a huge tit.
Right. This reminds me of when last time I had sex and I was just walking right up those huge tits.
Yeah.
You overhear a couple guys talking. You hear them saying that to each other. The fuck? That's some shit you'd hear at the Glendale Y.
Yeah.
I had another. This is another to get people back into mountains. Or I think it would just be. This would help. This would optimize mountain lore. I think it would have unfortunately detrimental effects, but I think along with the DJ, every mountain should have a treasure. Hidden
I like that.
Deep within it, almost inaccessible. Yep. I think the problem is people would then try to blast it out. You know how people are.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that would make every mountain
an incredible treasure.
Cooler. I mean, a lot of mountains do kind of have treasures inside of them, which are raw ore.
Oh, sure.
Iron ore, gold, copper.
I'm thinking about a beautifully designed treasure room with maybe some traps in it.
Yeah.
And a chest.
Like,
and there's so much treasure it overflows. It's the room's littered with this stuff.
And here's the kicker. It ain't guarded by a goblin.
There's not
or
a goblin.
Dragon or anything like that.
Or anything. It's just in there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a puzzle to get to it.
Yeah,
and maybe an impossible puzzle.
That's cool.
But we all just know that there's a treasure in there. That seems interesting to me.
Yeah, I think that is a great way to optimize mountains and kind of
imagine you're telling your daughter this. 6 years from now, your daughter's asking you questions. Well, you're explaining mountains. Oh yeah, and honey, well, every one of them has some variety of treasure in it.
Mm-hmm. And
this is Kilimanjaro. It's filled with frankincense. Every mountain has biblical treasure.
This is Mount Rainier. It's filled with the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Go ahead. No,
I was going to try to force myself to improvise another joke. You know how joke telling goes.
Well,
you force your way into it.
We have gold, frankincense, and myrrh. What kind of myrrh mountain?
Mm-hmm. I got nothing else.
I was going to say, I think that, talking about mountain treasure and where a lot of that treasure is gives more credence to our optimization about the middle of the mountain. The best views are in the middle of the mountain. The treasure is literally in the middle of the mountain.
Probably have the best avenue to it.
It's not at the top. It's not at the bottom. It's at the middle of the mountain.
Nope. You know, mine shaft. This is making me think about mine shafts. One of the scariest places you can go. Caves, I said, are the horror movies of mountains.
No, you said caves are the horror movies to mountains.
Sure.
Star Wars.
Sure.
That's what you said.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We all heard it. You don't got to litigate me, doctor. But I think mine shafts are even scarier.
Yeah, I'm not interested in doing any of that.
Some people are. Isn't that fucked up to know about? I'd like to talk to one of them.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're one of those people, pop off in a 5-star review on Spotify podcasts or wherever you get your reviews.
You can also email us too. That's one thing I haven't plugged enough is that I would really love it if someone emailed us. It's really important thinking at gmail.com.
And I'll say a respectful email.
We will give you a shout out on the show if you please email us. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, if there's just a question you have for us.
Sure.
If you have a really important thought yourself or a comment, please email us. I would love that. I check it and we just get bad emails.
Bad spam.
It's spam, but it's also like people with awful podcast networks who are like,
yuck,
join our podcast network.
Yuck.
And they have the worst podcast of all time on there. Which some may say, we're one of those.
Right.
But
some may say that and they would be wrong and stricken down by any of the citizen soldiers if they see them in the streets.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, I do think having mountain treasure would be awesome. I did happen upon a Reddit thread this past week that was blowing up, and someone was like, "Oh, I was hiking in Yosemite and I found a real life loot chest."
Oh, but it was trail supplies.
Yeah, and everybody was freaking out, like, "Oh my god, what could this be?" Of course, all the Redditors who have never stepped foot outside or been on a hike. And I was like, yeah, this is so clearly filled with a bunch of just like stuff
shovels.
to monitor the trail.
Maybe dynamite.
Fix the trail. Yeah, maybe you find dynamite.
No, you wouldn't leave dynamite up there. That's crazy.
You know, and then of course they're like, ooh, OP has an update for us. And the guy, this guy was like, yeah, I went hiking and the ranger told me it was just full of trail supplies. And everyone's like, oh my God, that is so cool. Thank you. This was such an awesome journey. A real life loot box. And I was just like, God. What am I doing on the internet at all?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good question to ask yourself every day. It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. This place sucks. It's getting worse. I mean, Reddit can be kind of cool, but then you're just like, God, you guys just need to get out more.
And you know what? You think you're talking to ChatGPT, you're asking it questions about how to fix your dog's behavior. You're talking to Reddit. It's all it's doing is reading Reddit and telling you what somebody said on Reddit, and it's the most popular response on Reddit.
Yep.
And it's not true. Another of mine. Well, I already said the DJ thing. I really think that'd be exciting. Wingsuits. More wingsuit launch places, so that people can get really good at that. Because I don't think people are really doing it as well as they could.
Yeah.
It still seems way too scary. It's not very mainstream.
Yeah.
But if you watch a compilation of videos from that sport, oh my God, it makes you think that, I mean, what else? What are we innovating for anymore? Why does anybody have jobs trying to fix stuff? We've done it. You can just fly. There was a guy, I think probably I saw this on Reddit, who put how in surfing there's the foil and the guys can kind of like surf and they have the infinite surfing.
Yeah, I know about foils.
I don't know. Somehow we have to describe this to the listener who has no idea what I'm talking about. But there's a surfboard that you can put basically like the rear foil of a car, but it's upside down on the surfboard.
Yeah.
And that sits in the water, and you can kind of pump your legs, and you can just move through the water.
It utilizes the energy of a wave underneath the water.
But there was a guy who did that with a wingsuit, and he went up. The big news was he went up in a wingsuit. Which I didn't realize was so hard because I thought, you just kind of turn up and you go up. But he went up in a wingsuit.
He went up in a wingsuit.
If anybody's ever trying to guess my passwords to my financial institutions, it's he went up in a wingsuit.
A pretty strong password.
Pass a guy in a hall at an audition. Everybody's kind of nervous. You get there, there's like 19 guys who look like you, and one of them just muttering, he went up in a wingsuit. He went up in a wingsuit.
That's great. I mean, those things, I think it's like 1 in every 4 people die.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a couple of those those videos have stuck with me forever. It's the grunts they make.
Yeah.
There's one, and I think
wait,
he lived.
What?
There's a guy who's like, he was doing wingsuit and then he like popped his parachute and it like got tangled. This was early YouTube, and he slammed into the side of the mountain, and you just hear him go, oh, 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 and then he like hits the ground, and he's just doing more of the grunting. And you're like,
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
This is off my Patreon.
This
Black
is
Friday.
Early. This is early YouTube. It was before anybody even knew about like and subscribe. He was just doing it and filming it, and then uploaded, or somebody else did.
Yeah.
Scary shit.
Yeah.
But then you watch them and they're shooting. Sometimes they're flying and it's like they're feet off the ground. Oh my God. If I had any balls, if I could rid myself of fear, that's something I would probably do. Fly around in that shit. That's got to feel incredible. That's got to be better than skydiving.
Yeah.
You seem unimpressed. You seem unimpressed. You don't want to do it.
As a man who's about to have a daughter, I can't imagine subjecting myself to that kind of risk.
This is the dad coming out. This is the dad emerging.
Tom,
I'm gonna tell you this, Tom. 5 years ago, you would have thought about that wingsuit.
I think wingsuits did look really cool, and the idea of like going to the top of a mountain and like wingsuiting off is awesome in theory, but I think it's hard in practice.
Yeah, certainly.
Like I think you more wingsuit off of like cliffs.
Yeah.
In jagged, you need like severe.
But that's
like you would go to a fjord, like the fjords in Norway or whatever.
Sure.
Like, what is that? Troll's Tongue or something? There's some like steep drop, and then you just go and fucking 200 miles an hour straight into the water.
If we have any extreme sportists out there, I want to hear from them in a respectful email. Whatever that means to you. I bet there's one guy who's done something crazy.
I doubt anyone who listens to us has ever
Skydiving, I guess, is pretty pedestrian for all that.
I've been skydiving. Skydiving was awesome. Yeah.
Christ.
It was fun.
That is fucking crazy to me.
It was awesome.
I'm sure, but ugh.
I watched a YouTube video is similar to like, well, wasn't similar to wingsuiting, but like all that like Red Bull bullshit. It was like a guy who was like, I skied down Everest. And similar to wingsuiting, I'm like, oh yeah, if you're skiing down a mountain, like that's got to be crazy. And I was like, how the fuck could you ski down Everest?
Sounds
and
awful.
It had a ton of views, and I was like, this is going to be really good. And like, it was incredibly impressive, but he like, it was not like it wasn't like, oh, I'm going like, 80 miles an hour down the side of Mount Everest. It was like he was like skiing down a little bit and then like cutting to the side and then stepping down and then skiing a little bit more and then doing that and did that. And I was like, I mean, this is cool. Like, kudos to this guy for doing it. But like, it was essentially just walking down Everest on skis.
Yeah, that's what that type of ski, like fucked up, like backcountry, like scary skiing is like that.
But even some of those guys were like, go down like really fast for a little while.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Or like leap off of a cliff.
You're watching a guy work out.
And he was just kind of like chop chop whoosh, chop chop whoosh, and
at
I
least
was just
get one jump in.
Yeah.
You Nimrod.
This is a Red Bull video. I want to see a grab.
I guarantee there's some producer or whatever over at Red Bull that's kind of like trying to trick him into jumping or make something happen. Like,
give me a Benihana over the Khumbu Icefall, baby.
Jesus Christ. Is that a real thing? The Khumbu Icefall?
The Khumbu Icefall is absolutely a real thing.
Name.
I don't know if you can do a Benihana with skis.
I don't
but
know.
You could do a backflip over the Khumbu Icefall. The Khumbu Icefall is notoriously one of the most dangerous parts. Of climbing Everest because it's just a bunch of ice and that's where people fall into the crags.
Wow.
The crevices, not crags.
Whew, a nightmare. Stuff of nightmares.
Anyway, yeah, I think we're getting towards the end of the
end of the time.
End of mountain optimizations.
And the end of days.
I did have a little fun segment that I wrote for you, Griffin.
Oh, good. I like to have a segment written for me.
Because I did when our citizen soldiers visited my house.
Right.
Jamie gave me some positive feedback about the only segment that I've ever done that we've ever done.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Which was the the Kia one.
Don't remember.
I was like,
Kia?
I forget what it was, but
Kia the car?
It was it was Kia, the Kia Carnival.
Italian guy committing minor vandalism. IKEA the car.
God, Jesus Christ. Okay. This is a bunch of mountain names, and you have to guess whether they're real or I made them up.
Incredible. Would you turn the AC off right before you do that?
Okay.
I know it's December, but the AC had to come on, and now it's got to go off.
Okay.
Come on, man. You got to be fast about it.
I thought it was a bit of a scheme to see the names of my mountains.
No, there was no scheme. It's ridiculous. Go.
Okay. The Inconsolable Range. Is that a real?
Shit, that sounds like it's from Princess Bride. The Impossible Peaks. What's the? I'm gonna say real.
Yeah, it's real.
Where is it, in South America?
No, it's somewhere.
Damn,
I think it's somewhere in the U.S. Chile. I some of these I looked up. I have the locations. Others I do not.
Okay. Hit me with another.
Molly's Nipple.
Ooh. Nice. I think that's probably. I think you want me to think that that's fake, but I think that's probably real, and it's in the Alps or some shit.
It is real, and it's in Utah.
Oh, famously the Alps of America.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
According to me just now.
YMCA Mountain.
God damn it! They're all going to be real. YMCA? I'm gonna say that has to be fake. It's fake.
No, it's real.
What are you talking about? What does that mean?
It's in Arizona. It's called YMCA Mountain.
Young Men's Christian Organization. What is it?
Yeah, YMCA. Yeah, I was gonna make it obviously fake by calling it Glendale YMCA Mountain, but then I was like, that's too obvious, and Gliffin will probably think
Gliffin, and that would be a lie.
Gliffin. Okay, cool. Here we go. Pisswallet Ridge.
Okay, come on. What are we doing?
Okay, that's fake. I made that one up.
You thought somehow you were gonna sneak that one by me?
No, there are just so many good real ones that I had to throw in a few fun ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Mount Deadwife.
Fake.
Yeah, it's fake. I made that one
Wow,
up.
that's a good one, though. I could have believed it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Bitch Mountain. I think this one's a little close to home for you because you lived there for a while.
Damn it. I was winding up to hit you with one, and God damn it, you just... It's like I feel like I was the pitcher, and I looked away for a second, and you stole a base. God damn it. I was going to say, I walk up Bitch Mountain every day. I got to talk to your dumbass.
Yeah, I'm the Zen master atop of Bitch Mountain.
Fake.
It's real.
What?
Yeah, Bitch Mountain's real.
Speaking of, hi, buddy. Hi, little monkey brain.
Okay, here we go.
I'm petting a cat to the listener.
Chomolungma.
Real.
That's real.
Chomolungma.
Chomolungma. It means Earth Mother. That's the Tibetan name for Mount Everest.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
That's really cool. That's way better.
One way to optimize mountains is just let
it be called the indigenous name?
Yeah, really just let the indigenous people name it, because there's another cool one. Kanchenjunga is the third highest peak. Also a cool mountain name.
Kanchenjunga. What are they putting? He's changing Denali. He's trying to change Denali back to something.
McKinley.
Boring. God damn it. Denali's fucking sick.
Yeah, Denali's pretty cool. Here we go. Isosceles Peak.
Fake.
That's real.
Oh, damn it. That's boring.
What about Swastika Mountain?
Christ. I think it's real, and it's somewhere.
It's real. It was in Oregon, and
oh my God.
No surprise, they changed the name.
Where in Oregon?
I forget.
Eugene.
I forget exactly where, but yeah, I think the part where they like that kind of stuff.
God,
which
damn.
is probably Eastern Oregon.
Speaking of, we just rewatched Green Room. Have you seen that movie?
No.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh my God, Tom, you've got to watch it. It takes place in Oregon.
Whoa.
And it's about neo-Nazis.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's got your favorite member of improvised Shakespeare, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Thomas Middleditch, please say Thomas Middleditch.
We got to get him back on the scene. Those are all really good mountain names. Is that the end of the list?
No, there's some more.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Rake.
Yep, real.
Yeah, that's real. That's
pretty cool. That one sounds cool. I climbed the rake.
Yum Yum Hill.
Fake.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Damn it. Yum Hill is good. Oh my God. Well, you haven't had your Civil War unit in school yet, have you? Well, you'll learn about the Battle of Yum Yum Hill when you do. Let me tell you, one of the bloodiest. One of the bloodiest.
Oh, that's pretty good. My great-great-grandfather died. He was buried at the top of Yum Yum Hill. Okay, here we go. Whore's Ridge.
Jesus, come on. Fake?
It's fake.
Oh,
but I made it up, and here's my joke. I said Whore's Ridge. In my world, we'd change the name to Sex Workers Rest.
Wow, nice. Sex workers, that's your joke.
Yeah. Is that in my fake world?
Yeah.
There was a place named Whore's Ridge, and we got the Geographic Naming Committee to rename it to Sex Workers Rest.
Tom, you're on your way to writing your novel.
Yeah.
This feels like how Tom would write a novel. This would be on the pages of it.
It's about a guy who works for the Geographic Naming Society, which I found out is a real thing.
The Geographic Naming Society?
Yeah, there's
How
one
do
in
I
California.
get in there?
I know, that's what I was going to say. You got to get in there.
Got to get Penis Man's Gina Hole up there.
Yeah, you got to get Penis Man's Gina
And for the listener, that one's, I'd say not fake, it's unrealized.
Yeah, because there have been a lot of bad mountain names that contain slurs that we can't say.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, and there's been a big effort to rename all of them, and so there's been naming committee being like, we got to rename this, or like, hey, this is named for a bad guy, and let's just like rename it something more chill and cool, or like let the indigenous people of the area name it, which I thought was kind of interesting to have a naming society.
Yeah, that's fun.
Because, if we were on it, I think we'd go a little wild.
I think they might kick us out too quickly.
Yeah.
Before we could really get going. I think we'd have to be kind of sleeper agents. We'd have to be like name, yeah. Do it for, whatever social justice reasons. Sure, yeah, some kind of, easy to justify. And then we get in there and we say, that one's Penis Man's vagina hole.
Yeah, or we make some friends on the committee.
Yeah,
some of the indigenous folks, and we slip them and we say, "Hey,
you want to do a joke on these white assholes? Call it Shumpman's fuck nut."
Said, yeah, that's pretty good, because humor is the universal language.
You thought it was math. You thought it was music. It's humor, idiot.
It's humor. Everyone can appreciate what Shumpman's, what was it?
Fuck nut.
Shumpman's fuck nut.
And I hope you've been listening to the universal language this entire time, dear listener, dear soldier, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket. Remember that song from being a child?
No.
Goofy sang it, man. Look it up. You're gonna be hearing that kind of shit a lot for the next few years.
On top of Mount Baldy. Oh, I never knew that was a real place. Yeah, I didn't know that was a real place until we moved here, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, that's Mount Baldy."
I remember freaking out.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone's singing about.
From the song?
That's
what everyone's singing about. They sing that song more than Happy Birthday here in America. Okay, you might not know that, international listeners, but they're singing on top of Mount Baldy, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball. When somebody sneezes, it's more than Happy Birthday here. Okay?
Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the awakening. You are loved. Nobody thinks like you.
Stay vigilant. Bye.
Really Important Thinking is produced by Griffin Winsler, Tom Fell, and Dr. Chris Chismore. All fact-checking is done by the MIT Institute for Data, Systems, and Society. Really Important Thinking is engineered at the Stanford Institute of Consequential Noise and recorded at Detweiler Sound in humble Tupelo, Mississippi. When I see my baby dancing, I know it's to that Detweiler sound.
Sound mixing by Reed Armband with music by Laser Monster. Tom's costume was provided by Padma Lakshmi with catering provided by Kokomo's Mungo Lounge. Kokomo's, if you can't take her here, you can't take her anywhere.